Good morning, everybody. Today I'm filming a video completely bare, no makeup. My hair is kind of how it was when I woke up. And this video is about our summer goals, our summer bucket list. My main goal this summer is give my face a break. My face is constantly broken out because I'm constantly wearing makeup on it, and give my nails a break. I do SNS on my nails, and I am really seriously considering taking my nails off for the summer, or going back to gel nails or something like that, to basically give my nails and my face a break over the summer, because going to work every day, I'm putting on so much products on my face, I'm doing my hair every day, and like I just want to kind of have that like messy bun, let's get stuff done type of mentality this year. When we do go out, I'll put on makeup, but you know, once I get a little bit of tan on me, it does kind of cover up my skin imperfections because I have a lot of like discoloration and things like that. But like, just get comfortable letting my skin breathe this summer is a big goal of mine, and I know that's a weird goal, but it's a goal. Number 2, rest, relax, and read. This year, so year round, I am a travel agent. And then during the school year, I was a substitute teacher, and next year I will actually be a paraprofessional, which is also called a teacher's assistant. So I will be back working, you know, full time again next summer. And so I want to truly enjoy this time at home with my kids and hanging out with them. And I don't want to be gallivanting all over town and going crazy and going out all the time. I just want to enjoy being home and being lazy. The older I get, the more of a homebody I get, and you know, let them have their friends over and hang out at the pool and things like that, and just enjoy a quiet, peaceful summer. Number 3 is every other week we want to do a no spend week, where literally we only buy the bare minimum of groceries, like try to meal plan out of our pantries, get our pantries down to bare bones again. Do not buy anything. On payday, I will fill up our gas tank. I will go get whatever little groceries that we need, you know, bare bones, and then we do nothing that full week, and we just let that whole paycheck sit in our account. The way that we've been doing our paychecks recently is we get paid, I get paid monthly for my jobs, both towards the end of the month. My husband gets paid every Friday, and what we've been doing is every Friday when we get paid, we go and take our cash out for our cash envelopes, because we try to follow a Dave Ramsey like plan. We get our cash for our cash envelopes, and then we do anything that we need to do, and then on Tuesday morning all that money is auto drafted out of our account and into our savings account. And it really, for whatever reason, mentally for me, I don't want to pull that money out of savings once it's in there. So that's my plan with that, and hopefully really bulk up our savings this summer. As you know, we want to buy a house. As you may or may not know, we want to buy a house in July of next year, and we want to put half down, and we want to get a 15-year mortgage, so we need to have a lot of money saved. And you know, it's just nice to save up money over the summer, as the school year tends to be really expensive. Number 4 is take advantage of all of these free or discounted product or things over the summer. So we have signed up for kidskatefree.com, which will pay about $4 for the kids skates, and the only person who was too old to sign up for it was Trevor, but he doesn't go often, and when he does, I'll just pay out of pocket for him. Plus we have a lot of little $5 coupons that we got from our PTA that I plan to use over the summer for them. We also signed up for Kids Bowl Free, which is about $3 for the shoe rental. We go, I tell them we're not getting food there, we're not getting drinks there. When we're done, I normally take them to QT and get them a 49-cent ice cream cone. So it costs us under $15 to $20 depending on how many kids go. And we normally have a really good time with it. And then normally I have to pay for myself for it. We also bought Six Flags annual passes the other day. They were really, really cheap for Memorial Day weekend. So I would really like to, I don't know if we'll do Six Flags the park a ton this summer. We'll probably do it once or twice, but I plan to go to the water park often. It will cost me about $18 to $20 to rent a locker every time, because you just really do need a locker. But I figure we'll go for a few hours. We do not live far from it at all. It takes about maybe 20 minutes to get there. We will go and just for a few hours in the morning and enjoy it. And then, you know, when it's time to go. My husband is thinking that he might start working every Saturday over the summer, because we don't do anything on Saturdays anyways, and then we have Monday off, and it's really nice to be able to do a bunch of things then. So I definitely want to take advantage of those passes. I mean, we have them all year, but you know, that's a good free thing. Our parking is free. We have free drinks, so I will just pack a lunch in the car, and as soon as we're done with the park, we will go outside and eat it. That works for us. There is a reading incentive through Barnes & Noble. I would like my kids to do that. I also bought my 2 younger kids passes for or not passes, books for summer, you know, to kind of keep them up where they are, like a bridge book. And so they need to do that every day, and I want them reading, and then at the end of the summer they will get a new book. Aubrey has a huge list of books that she needs to be reading over the summer, because she is in a higher level language arts, and so she has to really like work over the summer. We live very close to Lake Ackworth, Lake Allatoona, however people want to call it. It's called both things here. We'll, you know, plan to spend a few times there, and that's again another thing where we can just kind of pack up a lunch and go hang out, and then at the end of the day I'll take them to QT and get them a 49-cent ice cream. I've also heard about Sweetwater Park near us. We like to go hiking near Mount Kennesaw. There's the Comet Trail that's kind of near us, and then of course we have our community pool. So just taking advantage of all those free things, and that's so much stuff that there's not really a reason to spend a lot of money. There just isn't. So that's our plan this summer, is to really enjoy all these free and available events for us. Number 5, and the main one, is just to organize and deep clean every single room in this house. Declutter, 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 and goodwill. The older I get, the less I want stuff everywhere. Like, I don't mind stuff on my walls, but I do not like things on my counters and on my shelves and all that stuff. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it looks. It just gives me anxiety, because it's just more that I have to clean up, and it gets messy, and I have 4 kids and they're very active and I'm very active. So it just doesn't work. So definitely want to be deep cleaning, number 1, because like my baseboards need to be clean, my doors need to be clean. We've got a pretty good routine down for cleaning in general, like just, you know, the day-to-day cleaning, but we need that deep cleaning this summer and get rid of a lot of stuff. Go through my kids' clothes again and file all the clothes that we're saving, pull out what we have for next year that I've saved from the big kids for the little kids, and then be real organized about it and make sure that we're not overbuying for back to school and things like that, where I just did do a big shopping trip for my big kids. We shouldn't need a lot of clothes for back to school. Going through my kitchen, going through my closet, and just really organizing things. I will need clothes for work, so I want to go through and see what I have and what, you know, will still work and what won't work and all that stuff. But really organize and declutter. I'm thinking if I organize and declutter over the summer, I will do it again for organized Christmas, you know, in like October and November. And then hopefully I will have time to do it in like April, but probably not, because the end of the school year is just nuts. It's just really, really crazy. Number 6, we are not doing any vacations this summer, which is really, really nice, because like you're just saving all your money for those vacations, and I just needed to take a break from that. We are going on vacation in late fall, so we are, you know, saving up our money for that, but it's not like a ton. But I would like to try to go to Orange Beach in July, just for a weekend. We'll stay 1 night in a hotel and just do 2 days at the beach. Orange Beach, I think, is like 3 or 4 hours from us. It's not very far at all. But other than that, that's the only really trip that we're taking. Yeah, we have the annual passes to Universal, but we just didn't feel that it was worth it to spend the money. The kids have not asked to go back again. They're already asking, when are we going back to Disney? We do not have a Disney trip planned right now. I'm thinking it's going to probably be, we have a break in February, we have a break in April, and then we of course have summer break. It will probably be one of those. Not quite sure though. We may even push it off another year. I'm not quite sure. We'll see how they like the vacation that we have planned for fall break, which is not a Disney trip, and they may change their mind and not want to go back to Disney. We'll see. The next thing I want to do, number 7, is to get comfortable with my Cricut. Towards the end of the school year, I was making shirts for my team. I was making shirts for Aubrey, and she's been selling them. She's opened up a clothing store. I will try to link that down below. If you want to give her business, we would appreciate it. She's not set up on Etsy yet because she has to link a bank account to her Etsy account, and I'm very nervous to put my bank account on it, to be completely honest. But we can take PayPal and things like that. So I want to get more comfortable with my Cricut because I do like making shirts, and like every Friday we can wear jeans, and so I want to have some cute shirts to wear throughout the school year. Number 8 is I am a travel agent, and I need to do some more trainings, some more online trainings, and get those caught up, you know, while I'm off for the summer, and really plan out my year for, like I'm going to an offsite training. I'm going to Universal in August for a training for just a weekend, and things like that. So get caught up on those, get caught up on my cruise line trainings, and just keep active with, you know, all of that type of stuff. Number 9 is my kids are joining sports this fall. They've been begging and pleading, and it used to be like a money thing. Like we just did not have the money to put all 4 of them in a sport at one time. We have the money now, but it's like time now. That's the hard thing. So next year Aubrey wants to go back to softball, I believe, or maybe volleyball if she can find a volleyball team. So she's going to do one of those. Plus she does FCA in her school, and then she also does like a nighttime, 1 night a week church group. So those are her 3 activities that she's doing for now. Casey wants to try baseball. He has never played baseball before. I'm very nervous about it because he's very little and it's super competitive here, but he's going to try it. So Casey's going to do baseball, and then he may do his Solid Rock, which is his church group, after school. I don't think he's going to do chorus again, but we'll see. Ellie, I would really like to put her either in softball or dance. Again, dance is so expensive though, so I'm leaning towards softball, and dance is a year-long commitment, but we'll see what I have time for. My mom does live with me, and she does offer to help, but at the same time, like, she forgot to pick up my kids one day at the very end of school, and that stressed me out really big time. So like, I'm also afraid to lean on her as much, so there's that. And then Trevor actually has a condition going on. They call it a disease, and I mean, I guess it is, but he has major issues with his knees, so he probably will not be doing a sport. I wanted him to do a high school sport, but I am hoping that he gets involved in something. And then we are going to ask him to really start going to church, the night group, once a week. We would really like for him to do that. So, you know, I'm trying to plan and prep for that, and, you know, set aside money for that because it's going to be expensive startup, and I would rather not like completely deplete our kids' envelope because that's kind of crazy. Number 10, I think I'm at, find a new church. Our pastor left our church, and I loved him, and I did not love the church, but I loved our pastor. And my kids do like the church, my 2 little kids, but my big kids hate their part of the church. So I think we're going to start going to a different church. We need to find a new church. That's a goal this summer, is to find a new church. We were going to church every single Sunday, and over the summer we'll probably go like every other Sunday because we do like to go to the pool on Sunday mornings. It's very, very quiet. But yes, I want to find a new home church. There's a few I have in mind that are a little bit closer to us than Burnt Hickory was. But that is a huge goal of mine this summer, is to find our home church so that when fall starts we can go every Sunday, because we do like to go a lot when school's in session. And then finally, I'm sure everyone can see it, me going back to work, I gained a little bit of weight back. I gained about 10 to 15 pounds. However, I feel a lot bigger because I was just true story time. I was getting to like a 14, 16. That was about my size. I was fitting into large tops, and my dresses were like a large, extra large, depending on like when I had lost all that weight this past, like last summer or whatever. And I think a lot of it is I wasn't going to the gym, like, because I ballooned up in size. I went up a lot more size than 10 to 15 pounds. And I think because I was working hard for so long, I did have a lot of muscle mass, that muscle mass just kind of, you know, went to nothing, and it made me a lot bigger. Like really big in my stomach, and my stomach always has issues. I always have a big belly. Even if I lose everything else, my belly still kind of protrudes out. But yeah, I lost a lot of muscle tone. So I want to really, really work hard this summer at going to the gym 5 days a week. I would really like to go every single weekday. There's no reason why I can't. I just really want to try hard. But of course, like if we're going to like Six Flags or something like that, it's gonna miss. So I'm setting my goal. My must do is 4 days a week, but I would really like to hit 5 days a week at the gym. And then my husband wants to start running. My husband's been working out a lot at home. My husband wants to start running, so he and I are going to do the Couch to 5K plan 3 days a week, or 3 nights a week here, which is going to be really hard running in the heat, but you know, we'll get it done, and he'll push me and I'll push him. So we're going to do 3 nights a week here running, or doing the Couch to 5K program, and then he works out at home, and then I will go 4 mornings a week. So one of those days will be another type of cardio, some sort of cardio, but then it's really just going to be a lot of weight machines, because weight machines really do help me slim down. I will probably walk when I'm there, like the days that I'm supposed to run, I'll just walk or do the elliptical or something, but I really want to go at it hard and get back in that love of fitness, and go back on my low carb eating. I was doing low carb right before the cruise, and I was doing well. I was losing weight because I was up even more than that. So after the cruise, I think I had only put on like 5 pounds total from the cruise to the end of the year. And the end of the year is like a cruise within itself. It's like every day you're getting treats and stuff brought to you. So yeah, so I'm going back low carb, and then I am going to really try to work out hard, and then try to find a plan that works for me. So this year was hard teaching and finding time to go to the gym, because every day was different. I didn't know if I was working. I didn't know where I was working. I didn't know what my duty was. You know, I could leave the school as early as 2:15, or some days I was there until 3:30. It just really depended on the day. And then some days you were just, you know, kind of emotionally exhausted or physically exhausted, and it was just really hard. So now that I know my schedule, now that I know where I'm teaching and what I'm teaching, and I will be out by 3 o'clock every single day, my plan is to better organize myself in my business, that you know, I would normally come home and work from whenever I got home until my oldest son got home, even though my mom was here. But I would work until my oldest son got here, and then I would leave to go to the gym. But sometimes I would get so caught up in like whatever I was doing on my work that I wouldn't go to the gym. So what I want to do, what my goal is for next year, and this is just getting sidetracked, but you know, I want to go to work every single day, and then I want to make a working to-do list, and I want to pick like 2 weekdays and 1 weekend day, and those are the days that I just work really hard. Like I come home from work and I just get it done for all of my stuff, because a lot of my travel agency stuff, I don't have to do it right away. I can wait. You know, I can take the information, write it down, and say, oh, I have to go and call and add this for this client, or I have to go do this. The only things I really need to do when they need me to do is, you know, apply payments, apply changes if promotions were released, do fast passes and dining and things like that. So that's my main goal this summer, is to get in a schedule like that, you know, I'm taking up everything, and then I sit for 2 weekdays and 1 weekend day and just get it all done. You know, I am not like a swamped travel agent. I'm not a travel agent that has these huge numbers. I have good numbers, I think, for someone who's only been doing it for a year and a half, actually almost 2 years. But you know, so that's something I want to do, is so that I'm not stressed out, because what I'll do is I'll go and I'll like start doing something and then I'll get sidetracked, and it's not a good thing. So that's a kind of a work goal of mine too, is to try to get into that pattern of finding a notepad and just write everything down that needs to get done, and then have those 3 days a week that I just really work like a good, you know, 3 or 4 hours a day, and get it done. And if I need to add an extra day, I can, but then that way I have my 3 days a week that I can go to the gym. I have my 2 days a week that I need to work, and then if I need to add in another day, I can, you know what I mean? Like, so that it just, so that I'm not like running around like a chicken with my head cut off, like almost have kind of set working hours that aren't an emergency, if that makes sense. So yeah, so that is my summer goals, summer bucket list. I'm not going to apologize for my face. I hate looking at my face, but you know what? This is real life. This is what I look like, and I don't want to go and sit and put makeup on for a video. I want to let my face breathe and just give it time to kind of get itself together. So thank you guys so much for watching this. If you know of any more free or cheap things going on, let me know down below. I would love to hear them. And then of course we want to film a lot of videos. I'm going to try to post 4 to 5 days a week. You know, some vlogs and sit downs and all that stuff. So thank you guys so much for your support as usual, and I will see you guys in my next video.